Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance.
What's up, pretty mommies? Welcome back to another video and another Asking Essy video. Yes, we are back with them. Welcome back. If you are new here, my name's Esmeralda Essy, typically going by Essy, but welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video, part of a segment that I started here on my channel. It's called Asking Essy. It's basically just, you know, me asking on my social media platforms, specifically Instagram, asking my girls, my followers, my supporters, for you guys to ask me questions or give me topics to talk about, just things you guys want to hear my opinion on. But that's what Asking Essy is all about. It's nothing really, it's not like a Q&A for me. It's just personal opinion of larger and general topics. Before I get started on this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to press that bell. Make sure you have your post notifications on so you're alerted anytime and every time that I post a new video. Typically I do these videos in the car, but it's super cold outside today, you guys, so I was like, you know what, we're gonna chill inside. My daughter's asleep, and I also am drinking a bedtime tea. Supposed to make me sleepy and relaxed, which I really need because, girl, I be struggling with sleep. So the tea is actually really good too, so we're gonna be sipping on that while we get into this segment for today. So I'm excited to do this, but I will be real with you guys. I was actually going to take a step back from this segment because I felt like people weren't really in tune. I feel like people wanted to see more daily vlogs on my channel, but a couple of my supporters were like, dude, what happened with this? Like, what's going on? Are you gonna be doing more Asking Essy? I have questions about this. Or they'll just flat out just ask me what they want my opinion on through DMs. So I was like, you know what, girl, just for you, girl, I'm gonna do an Asking Essy. So let's get started. I went ahead and asked on my Instagram again for you guys to give me topics for Asking Essy. I believe the last time we posted a video on this segment was like 2-3 months ago. So, girl, it's been a while. But I went ahead and asked you guys, like I said, and I screenshotted all the questions. So let's go ahead and get started, okay? I feel like I want to start from the very end, so let me see. This is just my personal opinion. This is nothing to do with nothing. You guys are asking for your girl opinion, and I'm gonna give it to you, okay? That's all this is right here. It's a little hot, but it's banging. I did my thing with that. Y'all, I really want to become a tea person, but it's hard to give up caffeine, okay? So we're gonna try to switch over to tea every night because it's supposed to be really relaxing, and a lot of herbal teas can actually help you with bloating. So we're on the road to changing new habits, okay? Coffee, I don't know if I can give it quite yet, give it up, but we can start introducing tea as a routine in our life, you know? Okay, so first question, kind of strong, but let's get into it. So this person is asking or bringing up the topic of celibacy journey in 2024. How do I maintain being celibate and waiting for the one? So, okay, celibacy is such a topic that nobody really wants to get into, but this is just my personal opinion and my experience, okay? So I feel like this, you have to just basically, you have to be willing and committed to a celibacy if that is what you want to do. And most of the time when somebody wants to become celibate is, you know, for their self-values and because there is a higher purpose, and by that I mean God. So for me personally, I can maintain a celibacy because, for one, that's not everything to life, you know. Of course it gets harder and there's a lot more temptation when you're dealing with people, dating people, and it's, you know, temptation of the opposite sex, but I feel like you have to remain your end goal at the end of the day. And for me personally, I feel like I'm at a place in my life where celibacy is not something hard. It's just kind of like, I think of it as, it's not even something that I crave for real. Like, I just feel like I'm at a point in my life where I need to be treated a certain way for that much value of mine to be poured into a man, you know what I'm saying? Also too, surround yourself around people that think like you know, like you don't want to be having girls night and that's all they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, you gotta dig deep into that one. So this is a question for me personally that a lot of people ask me. I was literally on my TikTok live, and I have been on TikTok live for the last couple of days, and everybody keeps asking this, so I'm gonna just answer it because it's a personal question for me. They keep asking about me having kids and if I want kids, if I want more kids, if that's something in the air for me, and it kind of ties in with the celibacy stuff. So for me personally, y'all, I feel like I really am learning a lot and evolving in these years that I've took for myself, and I feel like as of right now I do not want more kids, but I do feel like the right person can come and bring that out of me where I want a bigger family and I want it to grow and all of that stuff. Right now I can't see that, I'll be honest, but I feel like marriage would be one great way, and me having like a real meaningful and I don't know how to explain it, but it would just have to be a very solidified marriage, engagement, relationship for me to even be thinking of more kids. Okay, so another big one is tips on co-parenting. I feel like I answer this a lot in the Asking Essy segments, so I feel like I always say the same things too. You just really have to prioritize your child. You have to, you know, have respect between you and the other parent, and there has to be boundaries, there has to be respect, there has to be a goal, which is your kid or kids. They should be your main goal. Good communication, understanding, you know, because you don't want to be like a super pain in the butt if something just is out of schedule, but you know, at the same time it's like, let's stick to a schedule, you know, let's stick to routines, let's stick to what we know, being on schedules, like just laying it all on the line. Those are the key things. Those are the key things. I feel like that's really what comes down to it and what matters. And yeah, you should be okay if all those things are being able to be accomplished by you and the other parent. I feel like you should be able to have a good co-parenting relationship. You know, it may not always be like that, but as long as you can get like at least 3 to 4, you know, be thankful for it, because I've seen, you know, very ugly situations as well. So those are all my tips. Here's another topic. Let's hear some advice on how to feel pretty inside and out. I don't really have like, I feel like for that it kind of has to come from within. You have to be able to love yourself first. If you like how you look on the outside, girl, that's great. If you don't personally like certain things about yourself, there's always ways to fix it. You can always get into workout routines. You can always start doing activities that make you happy, you know. As long as the end goal is that you're happy within, you will be looking very happy on the outside. So I feel like the number one thing to tackle would be to be happy within. And things that help me to love myself is my self-value, my respect, my morals, how I treat myself. I like to treat myself nice. I like to be nice to myself. I tell myself nice things, prayer, you know, all that kind of stuff. And also manifesting well into my life. You just gotta love yourself to feel pretty, I feel like, you know. But that's just my opinion on that. I don't really know if that answered it correctly, but that's the best thing I can think of. I hope that helped. Okay, so here's another one. Advice on not having friends. Why is it so hard to find friends these days? I don't know if you guys can tell in my videos, but I'm actually by myself a lot of the time. I do not have many friends. I feel like, you know, motherhood changed me a lot. So I don't have many friends. I don't always have the free time to be out and about with friends either. And everybody's life changes, you know. Of course, I've had very loyal groups of friends before that I grew up with and stuff like that. But again, things change. But it is hard. I agree with that topic. It is hard to find friends and things like that. And ultimately, like, I feel like I'm in the same boat. I don't know, maybe you guys can share some tips and advice in the comments down below in this video, you guys, because I'm kind of in the same boat too. I feel like everywhere I look, every girl looks like they have a great group of friends or that one solid best friend. And I just feel like I have my friends, but I don't have my road dog yet, you know. Like, I don't have my girl that I'm just calling for everything. My girl that comes and picks up my daughter when she knows I need a day off. Like, I don't have that. I have my sisters, thank God, but like a friend, I don't have that. So I don't know, it is hard, you know. Sometimes it's for other reasons. Sometimes it's just, you know, girls being unloyal and, you know, just the whole girl drama thing. But for me personally, it's just that, like, I don't know, life just kind of happens and you turn around and nobody's there. So I do pray about it. I would say maybe if you're struggling with this as well and you want that as well, you could probably try what I'm doing. I've been praying about, you know, God putting me in the presence of women that are like me and that think like me and that have a lifestyle like me, values like me, that are in my journey. And I've just been praying for that sisterhood and that group of, like, support, especially in the journey that I'm on, where I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, I have a kid. I'm trying to get closer to God. I'm trying to build a better relationship with him every day. Someone that doesn't mind speaking about the Bible with me, someone that doesn't mind picking me up when I'm going through some you know, spiritual battles and stuff like that. And I feel like it kind of worked because I feel like this year I'm gonna find my little tribe. So I'm excited. I know he's already sent me a couple of confirmations about that, but we'll see. I'm hoping that I will though. So yeah. So a lot of these questions are more personal questions, more than topics. So I guess I'll answer some because, yeah, these are more so questions about me. I don't know, maybe I need to be more specific when I post these posts, but whatever, you know. This one's actually a topic: trying to leave a toxic relationship / environment. Any advice? Advice would be to, you know, I feel like be real with yourself and set up a plan. You have to be very realistic when it comes to you venturing on your own journey, and, you know, doing your own thing from a toxic environment or relationship, you have to be very strong up here, very strong, and you have to be very strong in your heart as well, because the feelings are going to play tricks on you. Doubt is going to get in your mind, so you have to be mentally prepared is the number one thing. The next thing I would say is have an end goal, a plan. Where are you going to go? Do you think you're going to be okay in those situations? And honestly, move. Pray about it and move, and just get going and don't look back. Remove yourself from toxic anything. Like, nothing toxic comes from God. So if it's toxic, if it's causing you troubles, if it's like, if you have that gut feeling, which I call it God instinct, you need to go. You need to go do you. But be smart about it, because we are speaking about the real world here, and you need to have a plan. You need to think of yourself, and if you have kids, even harder, because like, you know, you need to make sure you have what you need for them kids, like school, like, you know, car, money, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to be the richest person, but just have a plan, have a goal, and most importantly, pray about it, because when you pray about it, it will go your way, you know. God is very close to the brokenhearted, so rely on him. Please rely on him. I said, what is my drink remedy for tiredness? I actually don't have a drink coffee. I don't have a drink remedy for tiredness. I just kind of yeah, for tiredness, I mean, just coffee, girl. I suck. I don't know. I don't have anything for tiredness. I do have something for you wanting to go to bed. I do have like drinks if you have trouble sleeping. Like, if you have trouble sleeping, I recommend the Let Me Sleep by Kourtney Kardashian, or Kourtney Barker, whatever her last name is now. I have the Sleepy Girl mocktail. You know, these herbal natural teas that you could drink to go to bed. So for that, I have some. But if you're trying to say, like, if you're trying to wake up because you're tired, coffee, espresso. So somebody said do a in-depth eyebrow tutorial. I actually have one on my TikTok. Go to my TikTok, go watch it. I'm very active on TikTok, so definitely go follow me, you guys, on my TikTok. The next question is, how was your spiritual journey? How has your spiritual journey been going? I started at the top of this year. It's actually been going really well. Of course, I do hit moments where I'm like low on my faith and on my energy, and you know, like, life kind of hits sometimes and I'm tested left and right. But for the most part, I regroup myself and reground myself, and I remember who has the ultimate power, which is God, and he's gonna bring you back from whatever it is that you're struggling with. So that's typically what I do when I'm starting to feel like, okay girl, like I'm leaning away a little too much. I just open that Bible and I get to praying, I get to talking, and it usually fixes, it usually gets fixed. I usually get back on track, but it's nothing out of the ordinary if you do have like bumps. So, you know, she said she started at the top of this year. Keep going. It's not gonna be an easy road, you know. I think it's actually harder to have a relationship with God and have God in your life than to not. But keep going, girl. I've been going strong for like, I want to say like it's going to be 2 years. Actually, yeah, it's going to be like 2 years, or it has been 2 years. I don't know. I would have to check. I know exactly when. I have a date written down, but I want to say it's about 2 years. And it's been a roller coaster, but there's a lot more highs than lows, because there's so much that I have gotten through and healed from. So I'm just happy and can't wait to see more change, more growing, more evolving, more growth. Tips on staying sane while being a mama. Just do what works for you to where you can still prioritize you, you know, in your household. However it is that you parent, however it is that you, whatever rules you have, listen, be easy on yourself, stay sane, prioritize some type of happiness for you. Make sure you're getting some type of joy for yourself, at least for like minutes, but make sure you have it, that you have access to it, and that you do it for yourself every day. If you need to take a little bath every night, take that. Do not go not one night without it, because that is your reward. That is your you time. The kids gotta go to sleep at some point, babe. If you gotta get up a little bit earlier, hey, do it. They're not gonna stay little forever. You literally blink and kids are grown. So take a deep breath and everything should be okay, and ask for help. So somebody asked, what is the best way to get over a breakup? Knowing you want it but it's not good. You gotta have a little bit of discipline, you know. If it's just not good for you, then why would you want to, you know, just kind of, if it's not good for you, you need to let that go. You need to have your boundaries and your self-respect, and be like, okay, this is not good for me. There's so much greater waiting in the world for me, and I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know what I'm worth. And you know, there's somebody in this world that you are not gonna have to feel like it's not good, you know. So keep it pushing. It might be a little hard, but keep yourself busy, and when the right time comes, you will be in the right situation. Okay, this is an interesting one. Someone said, how are you making through every day? Please answer this. I don't really know what that means, but for some reason I feel like it means like mentally. Listen, I feel like everybody has a little bit of something going on. I feel like everybody's going through something, whether they speak on it or not, whether it's big, small, whatever the case. Everybody goes through something. You never know what people are going through. You never know people's personal stories, their personal dilemmas. When they lay down and go to bed, we don't know what really happens, especially with social media being so big. Like, you just never know what people are truly going through. So I feel like, I don't know, it wasn't specific, but I feel like that was something about mentally. You have to have a relationship with God. I'm always, that's why I be saying in the beginning of my videos, like, we love God over here, and we're gonna praise him and thank him and appreciate him and talk about him as much as needed, because I mean that. Like, you cannot live this life without God. I promise. You need to have God in your life. You need to have that relationship with him to keep you sane. At least that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like, I be looking back like, how was I even living without him? That's why stuff was going so wrong, because I did not have God in my life. I was not waking up praying, thanking him. I was not dedicating my time to go and read the Bible. I was not realizing everything great that he does for me and has done for me. How many times he's come through for me that I didn't even realize, you know. So I feel like I'm literally just hanging on in life because of God and the strength that he endures in me. Alright, you guys, the sleepy tea is definitely kicking in, so we're only gonna do 3 more. And if you guys like these kinds of videos, we can definitely do more if you guys comment down below, okay? So this one says, besides God and being a parent, which is legacy, which is, you know, having legacy, what is something else that keeps me motivated on a daily basis? And to be so real with you guys, my parents, my sisters, my niece, my family just keeps me going. But especially my parents. Like, love my sisters, love my niece, but my parents are literally everything to me. Like, I have to get it right for them. Like, I just feel this pressure on me. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like I have to do more for my parents. I feel like I need to make it in this world, and the spiritual sense as well, and grow in my journey with God. because of my parents. I have to. I feel like they are going to enjoy the fruits of my labor once I get to my end goal. Once I accomplish my goals, they're literally my day-to-day. They're gonna reach so much happiness out of me continuing my spiritual journey, and I just feel like I can bring healing to my family. So my parents, they're literally all I think about every day, all day. It's how hardworking they are, how amazing they are, how I just love my parents. I'm sorry. I love my parents. This is the second one. After this one, we're just gonna do one more. And I see a lot of this kind of talk. How do you deal with heartbreak? I struggle with letting go. Listen, I get a lot of relationship questions. I am no relationship expert. I don't know if y'all could tell, but my relationship was kind of out there. And so was the breakup. But I don't know. I feel like I'm no relationship expert. Like, clearly I'm taking time for myself to even prepare myself to start dating again. But things that I've learned in my past is that you will know when it's time to let go. I'm the type of person that, like, well, I'm not anymore, but I was the type of person that if I loved you and I was in a relationship with you and I was like all the way in, I'm not letting go until I have no more strength in me for that relationship. And that's bad. It's very loyal of me. It was very loyal of me, but it's not good because it brought me to points of being drained, like to the point where letting go wasn't even hard. It was emotionally hard and sad, and yes, I've gone through the whole like crying night after night, but I learned a lot, and I just asked God for help, and He's going to do that for you, because you wouldn't be in that position of so much pain and sorrow of leaving a relationship if that was the right relationship for you. So once you ask God to help you through the healing, maybe not take the pain away instantly, because that's just, maybe you need the pain, maybe you need the experience of that, but as long as He helps you get through it and learn, ask God to help you learn through whatever you're going through, letting go will become a lot easier, because that's exactly what I did. I didn't ask for nothing back. I didn't ask for like why. I didn't ask why does this happen to me, why. I didn't ask that. I simply said, help me learn and heal me. Just heal me through this. And letting go got easier every day. Okay, and here is the last one, because I feel like this just kind of fits my channel content, and it's just a way to end it off because it's actually something relatable to me as well. Advice on overstimulated mothers. Girl, I literally find myself overstimulated sometimes, like to the max. Okay, I literally started homeschooling my child. I only have one child, but you can still be overstimulated with one child. Okay, I work from home technically because, you know, I'm a content creator, I do brand deals, I have a, you know, I run a business. Yeah, I can get a little overstimulated with my child. So advice on that is, like I said earlier, ask for the help. I'm starting to speak up for myself a lot more. I'm starting to speak up and ask for help if needed. I'm starting to, you know, use what I have I use my family. I used to be the type to be like, no, let me not leave her with my mom because my mom's tired, or let me do this because I'm her mom. I need to be responsible for her. Nobody asked. You know, like, I just used to put a lot of mom guilt on myself, as far as like, well, that's your kid, you gotta take care of her, you can't leave her around with just anybody, your mom's tired, she can't help you. Like, I used to tell myself that all the time, and I stopped doing that. I started asking for help, and I started, you know, requiring time for myself, because girl, overstimulation will literally have you about to blow. So no, I don't recommend. Ask for the help. If you are lucky enough to have help around you, and genuine, trustworthy help, use it. Do not feel bad. Do not. The kids are going to be just fine if you're away from them for 10 minutes. Okay? That's why I'm so happy she's going to be seeing her dad, because, girl, go to your daddy house. Okay? But yeah, that's all I got here, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Asking Essy, I guess. It turned into a Q&A low-key, but I love y'all. I'm gonna be more specific. Let me know what you guys think about this segment. Let me know what y'all thought about the topics, and let me know if you have any questions that you may want, any other topics that you may want me to bring on. If you want me to continue this segment, let's talk about it in the comments down below. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Like damn, she in her mood. She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance.